Previously on Dirt Nights.
It's going to be a tough race, pretty good.
I mean, you have to slide it just perfect.
Go to Cody Bauman somehow.
Go hook it on the very back.
Johnny's got out of the corner, and he's going to win it.
We're halfway through the IMCA Dakota Classic Modified Tour, and the Dirt Knights have made their way back across the border after a late night in Estevan, Saskatchewan. A night that saw Johnny Scott extend his Tour Points lead over Hunter Marriott with a convincing win on the Canadian dirt.
Johnny Scott, the pole sitter, tried to go bell to bell. Grabowski tried to roil him in. Johnny Scott out of the corner, and he's gonna win it.
The guys have landed in Williston, North Dakota, and the Williston Basin Speedway, one of the most challenging short tracks in the upper Midwest. And after a torrential midday downpour, it's a very wet Williston Basin Speedway.
Pulled in, it was a perfect day outside, and we had all the spots lined up, so I just pulled to the farthest right. It didn't look like anything was wrong with it, but apparently it's the lowest part in the pit area, and it's flooded out over there, so we're working on getting that cleaned up right now. But I heard there's another rainstorm coming, so hopefully it misses us. I don't want to deal with that again.
So the guys will have to play in the mud, at least for a while. And that includes the 31 car and Cory Drips, who's back at the track after skipping the trip to Canada and taking a day off to change out his second bad motor in 2 days. But the motor wasn't the only reason he had to stay in the States.
I can use the excuse that we had to change motors to not go to Canada, but let's face it, we had an exciting childhood, and they don't let you into Canada if you had an exciting childhood, evidently. So for all you people going, if you had a boring childhood, you can go to Canada. If you had an exciting one, you're stuck in the good old USA with guys like me. We bought us a new freezing crate. Jordan Grabowski had it on hand, so we picked it up from him. Our first motor we broke. I don't know what exactly happened to it, but it pumped water out the valve covers. The motor that we borrowed from Hunter broke a push rod and fell down inside the motor. And with it being a sealed crate motor, we can't take the intake off and work on it, so that was basically the end of that one. So we bought this one from Jordan and got her in, and hopefully we have no more problems.
Cory will be testing out the new motor on a tough track. Williston Basin Speedway is a quarter-mile bull ring that doesn't get a lot of love from the guys who have to get around it.
Williston, all right.
This place is tough. It's just a big circle. It's the same speed all the way around the racetrack. It's just different than what we've been racing on.
I live 40 miles from here, and I don't race here weekly, if that tells you what I think of this place. It's a big circle. It's actually kind of a D shape where the back straightaway, there is a straightaway, not much of one, but the front straightaway is just kind of curved, and you never really stop turning.
I didn't get up in Canada till like 10. Still, then we had to cross the border to get back here. So by the time I got back here, we just unloaded and started working. So I haven't even looked at the track yet. But yeah, so I mean, I'll have to eventually go up and look at the track. But yeah, I have no idea.
The questions about the track puts an extra emphasis on tonight's hot lap session. But after turning a few laps, opinions don't seem to have changed.
I don't even know how you race on there. I don't know, maybe it races better than we think, but I thought it was junk.
It's just so slimy that it's so hard to really tell. Yeah, it's just slime. Like, you can't tell what anything.
Can't see down the front stretch. It's dusty.
And you said this is your favorite place to go?
When it's good.
When is that?
When is never?
That's like saying the desert's awesome when it rains. Williston's good when it's good.
It appears this track is going to test everyone's ability to make the right adjustments.
I'm gonna let some more chain out of the right rear because I feel like I'm just stuck. I can't, you know, I feel like I'm just.
This is easy for me to say.
Yeah.
It's easy to, I think the guy that's gonna have some left rear compliance that goes in there, drives it in there, and I'm just afraid of our range program going in there, being against left rear chain on entry, and being that way to the next straightaway.
Never been able to set back down.
Cody Bauman will be the first to test his setup in Heat 2, and the fireworks begin right from the start.
Green flag flies. And Travis Olheiser goes upstairs, and somebody goes off corner number 1.
Oh my.
The Dirt Nights is brought to you by the International Motor Contest Association, Bilstein Shocks, Weir's Machine and Racing Products, Precision Performance, and by 49 Designs, professional custom graphics. At Williston Basin Speedway, the night is off to a wild start, and Cody Bauman is right in the middle of it.
And Travis Olheiser goes upstairs, and somebody goes off corner number 1.
Oh my, that was Pete Bradley. The 2B went off the track. There's a temporary gate that closes that went right out through that gate at a high rate of speed.
We took the green and my car took off really good, so I split the 2 cars in front of me 3 wide, and then I don't really know what happened. I think maybe they kind of just closed. We all ran out of room somehow. I thought they could have given me a little bit of room because I was there, but we hit front tires, I guess. He gets kind of shot off the track, but he drove away, so I mean his car must be okay. But I don't think it was all my fault. It sure felt fine when I was there until everything just kind of closed in. It was like the seas just kind of came back together.
A scary moment for everyone, but luckily no one was hurt and Pete Bradley was able to drive the 2B back to the pits. On the track, Cody manages to drive the 4 car to a 3rd place finish. Good, but not good enough to avoid a B main.
Jason Grimes will pace the field out at turn 4. Green flag is out.
The other half of the Bash Brothers, Brock Bauman, is on the track in Heat 3 and has the 6 car dialed in.
Bauman now out of corner number 2, takes it down the back straightaway, has the same lead he did last lap on Grimes, and now Bauman dives down into corners 3 and 4. Out of the corner he comes, and Bauman's the winner.
That win moves Brock straight into the feature redraw.
Just gonna button this thing up before the heat race. I think he just went out to look at the racetrack. We might change gears. But I think she's ready to go besides that.
Feeling good today?
Yeah, I feel really good about today. Looking at the racetrack after hot laps, it was good. I think we should have some good, we won this race last year, so we'll see if we can't repeat again.
Heat 5 features the marquee matchup for the Dirt Nights as Hunter Marriott and Jason Walla get ready to go head to head.
It's around the top right now, but they're pushing it up pretty fast.
What do you mean?
Like it's going away pretty fast. Especially getting into 3, that's why I want to change gears because I feel like it'll get loose.
We're just gonna watch the car, see if it gets down on the left side. If it does, we're gonna put a turn in the left rear. We're not taking any more out of the right rear.
Crash down on the left side?
Yeah, like in the middle of the corner if it lays down rather than elevating.
Green flag will fly. Mike Hansen, a 12H, dives down low, down at turn number 1 and 2. That car rotates nicely, and Hansen rockets down the back straightaway with the lead. Quentin Kinsley, the 24Q, in second. Here comes the 62 of Hunter Marriott. He is hunting for the lead already. Hansen slips up the track a little bit, misses a little bit of that traction down low. That allows the 62 of Marriott close in on the leader. Hansen out front, Marriott in second, Kinsley in third. Jason Walla now charging around the high side of Kinsley. He'll catch the cushion in the top of turn number 2 and passes 2 cars. He's passed Rust and Kinsley. Jason Walla into third. Now a battle for the top spot. It's the 62 of Hunter Marriott grabbing the top spot. He leads the field into turn number 1 and 2.
Marriott, the defending champion of this tour, leading Hansen into corner number 3 and 4. The big show, Jason Walla, running in the third place position as they come past the flag stand. But Marriott got the 62 car dialed in as he heads down the back.
And Hunter Marriott brings that 62 machine out of the turn. He gets the white flag. Mike Hansen rolls by in second. Jason Walla in third. Joel Rust in fourth. Fifth spot belongs to Jordan Grabowski. Final time through turns number 3 and 4. The 62 machine down low, slides up high in turn number 4. Checkered flag flies for Brookfield, Missouri's Hunter Marriott. Mike Hansen, a 12H in second. 27W of Walla in third.
The Dirt Knights are in Williston, North Dakota for night 4 of the IMCA Dakota Classic Modified Tour. Hunter Marriott started the night just 4 points behind Johnny Scott in the Tour Points race, and he's back in the pits after winning a heat race that included fellow Dirt Knight Jason Walla.
We won, but yeah, I just feel, we were pretty good, but I couldn't look at the gas pedal. That was just not the way my car usually is, so we're gonna work on it a little bit. Get it a little bit better, hopefully. You just got to watch the racetrack because that thing's going to change a ton. Hopefully they'll rework it up. So we got a slick feature, but it's more than likely if they don't touch it, it's going to rubber up and be no good. So let's hope they work it.
Yeah, and I can't turn off the corner.
Because you had to stay in the gas to get it to turn, and you had to drive up the track. I think we just got to take 2 turns out of the right front to get the right front of the track.
I agree. Boy, we could have been a lot better there, but ran third, so got to run a B. We'll be all right.
In the 31 camp, it's time for Cory Drips to test his second new motor in just 3 nights of racing.
We're starting 4th row, last row inside of heat 8. Racetrack's kind of narrow, but they're still passing, so I think if we're got our stuff together good, we'll be all right. Motor ran good in hot laps, so we should be all right.
They get the green flag.
4 wide further back in the pack as they battle down through turns 1 and 2. It's Damagala out front. Now here comes Cory Drips. Drips started inside the 4th and final row. He sneaks inside Jamal Wold. He's looking for the 2nd position, and Cory Drips has it.
Wow, that was quite the lap for Cory Drips. Quite a bit accomplished in that turn of the Speedway.
Justin O'Brien in that Rage chassis. He's the builder of those Rage chassis. He'll charge down on the inside of Drips and grab that 2nd spot. Out front, Damagala clear sailing. He's taking full advantage as he goes down at turn number 1 and 2.
Out of corner number 2, down the back straightaway, Tracy Damagala still out front. Trying to get a big win here tonight. He's missed the last 2 A mains. Damagala would just love to win this one and get that monkey off his back. 7 laps to go.
Started in the back of that heat race, and it was, we took off good at slow speeds. The car sat down and tractioned up really well.
Out front, 6 to go for Damagala. Justin O'Brien, the Rage chassis, 12J out of West Union, Iowa, in second. Cory Drips 31D out of Rhinebeck, Iowa in third. Then it's Sean Strand, Cooper Chevrolet sponsored 99 machine in fourth. Marcus Tomlinson, the 5T in fifth. Another lap in the books, halfway home, 5 to go for Damagala.
Damagala still out front, and there's a spin in the front straightaway, a flat tire on Skyberg's machine out of Rapid City. See if he can get off the racetrack. Here comes Damagala past the flag stand. He clicks it down to 4 laps to go.
But once we got rolling at full speed, it just kind of maintained attitude and didn't traction well, just kind of skated through the center, stuck on the left rear.
Nice piece of sportsmanship by Skyberg, and he takes that thing into the pits. We will stay green.
Out of corner number 2, down the back straightaway, Damagala still a 5-car length lead over Justin O'Brien. Cory Drips a distant third, and here comes Damagala. He's going to click off another one. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go, and he's in the show.
As you said, Damagala having a couple of tough nights, not qualifying. Here he comes out of turn 4. This is what he wants to see, the white flag. One more to go for Damagala. O'Brien sits in second. Doesn't look like he's able to gain any ground thus far. Cory Drips in third. Fourth is Sean Strand. Fifth is Jamal Wold in the J21.
Out of the turn, past the flag stand, Damagala.
Justin O'Brien in second. Cory Drips in third.
We just weren't very good. Cars a little too high on the right rear. Either got too much chain in it or too much ride height. We're going to drop the right side of the car, get the attitude a little better, and get after it in the B main.
You want to go fast?
I just want to go fast. That's it. Turn left, go fast, baby.
The last dirt night to try and earn a free pass straight to the feature is the Night 3 winner, Johnny Scott, who's on the track right now in Heat 9.
Johnny Scott with the third, second, and first place finish so far in the Tour. The most consistent car, which gives him the points lead coming into tonight. If he doesn't grab that first place spot here, he's going to have to go into the B main and see what he can do, as we've got 3 laps to go. And Eddie Bellick out of Lakewood, Colorado, still your leader. Bellick looking good. Johnny Scott in second. Peterson running in third. Shryock in fourth. Notable back in fifth.
Eddie Bellick looks like he's stretching out the lead in the 3E machine. He'll see the white flag one more time around for Eddie Bellick. Johnny Scott sits in second. Tyler Peterson in third. Fourth is Kelly Shryock. Fifth, Jay Noteboom. Final time through turns 3 and 4. Out on the front straightaway, checkered flag flies for Eddie Bellick. Johnny Scott in second. Tyler Peterson third. Kelly Shryock fourth. Fifth goes to the 7N of Jay Noteboom.
The Dirt Nights is brought to you by AFCO Racing Products, VP Heartland Fuel, KSE Racing Products, Superior Fuel Cells, Quick Car Racing Products, and by Speedway Illustrated. At the Williston Basin Speedway in Williston, North Dakota, the Dirt Nights have qualified 2 drivers for the Night 4 feature. But there are still 4 guys on the outside looking in, including the current points leader, Johnny Scott, who's having a tough night with the 1ST.
This is the only thing I could really think of that's hurting us.
That left for spring?
Yeah. We're just changing a couple springs and just moving a few things around, try to get a little more traction. The track's just really slick, and we weren't prepared for it. But I don't know, hopefully we'll get it figured out here for the B main.
Put the number 3 shock on the right rear, not the 4. Take the 4 off, put the 3 on. Or put.
Jason Walla will go head-to-head with Johnny Scott in B-Main 3, and the Big Show is also looking for the secret to speed on Williston Basin Speedway.
So we found there's a tire that's got a leak in it, and we had it on and ready, and Jake found it was losing air pressure, so we're not going to have the stagger we want for the heat race or the B-Main, but I'd rather have that than not worry about a tire going down. So we're just going to swap it out. Hopefully the car works well, and we'll see how it goes.
Walla will start on the inside of row 2, right behind the 1ST of Johnny Scott, and only the top 3 will advance to the feature.
They're on the gas. The green flag flies. A better start for Grimes, but Johnny Scott powers by on the high side. Grimes, the first one into turn number 1. Can he hold that groove? Side by side. And Johnny Scott with the advantage down into turn number 3.
Scott will lead them out of corner 4 past the flag stand. Grimes running in second, Jason Wallace third. That's the final transfer spot right now for the Big Show. The rest of the field scrambling, trying to get up and challenge the top 3 cars. And he's been going all tour long. Johnny Scott out front.
The adjustments to the left rear spring on the 1ST have obviously paid off as Johnny Scott jumps to a huge lead. Now, can the Big Show stay in a top 3 transfer spot?
Walla trying to get next to Grimes to challenge for that second position as they come past the flag stand. Grimes staves him off right now by 2 car lengths as they go out of corner number 4 down the back. There's the Big Show, has some extra run out of the corner, draws side by side, slide job in front of Grimes, and Walla takes the second place spot.
Well, Grimes got a little tight. Did you see his car? He keeps it turning left sometimes coming out of turn number 2. His car tightening up as the racetrack seemingly taking rubber and having more traction out front. It's all Johnny Scott.
A solid run for both Johnny Scott and Jason Walla, and 2 more Dirt Nights are on their way to the feature.
It's the 1ST of Johnny Scott winning it. Jason Walla in second.
Next time on Dirt Nights, can Cody Bauman join Bash Brother Brock in the Williston Basin Speedway feature? And will the hard luck kid Cory Drips finally get things back on track? We'll have all the answers and all the action next time on Dirt Nights.